Hello, welcome to today's edition of Man, you missed science class again today. Bummer. Today we started lesson 6, which is the human impact on the water cycle. We're going to start off with this anchoring video right here about a man who is in the UK and conducted quite an interesting science experiment. Once you watch that video, make sure that you answer these questions. The lesson question for lesson 6 is eerily similar to the lesson question for lesson 1. You can kind of see how everything's cycling back. See what I did there? Cycling, water cycle. Okay. So it's cycling back to the beginning and coming full circle here. Lesson question, where does water in our community come from and where does it go? And how can humans change the way that water moves? So pause the video and take care of the anchor video, those questions, and the lesson question. All right, next we did vocabulary. We only have one little word for vocabulary this lesson, and that is water cycle. So go ahead, pause the video, and write down your best understanding of that term right now. On the next page in your packet is the activity for the incredible journey. In this, we simulated a drop of water, a raindrop, moving its way through the water cycle. So basically what we did is there are stations all around the room. We have ocean, we have groundwater, we have clouds, we have surface water over there, we have plants over there, we have animals over there, and finally we have land over here. So what we did is at each step of the way we rolled the dice and tried to figure out what our next step was on the journey. So I'm going to go through this simulation with you and then you take notes on your packet as you go through. So our trip is going to start at plants. We're going to, on our lab sheet here, write down our starting station, which is plants. We started the model here, and we're going to roll the dice to figure out where we go next. So I rolled a 4. So the plant transpires you through its leaves, and I go to the cloud. So where am I going to end up? My reservoir, where am I going next? I am going to the cloud. So I'm going to head over here to the cloud station. And here we are. So I'm starting step 2 in the clouds. And I'm going to figure out where I go next. So I'm going to roll a dice. And I rolled a 5. I fall as rain onto the ocean. So how did I get there? Fall as rain. And I ended up in the reservoir of ocean. So I'm going to head over here on my journey through the water cycle. Now for step 3, I'm going to start at the ocean. I'm going to roll the dice and figure out where I go now. 5. I evaporate to the cloud. Evaporate. And I end up back at the cloud. So let's head back to the clouds here. I'm going to roll the dice one more time. 4. I fell as rain onto the ocean. Well, here I am again at the cloud. I'm falling as rain, and I'm going back to the ocean. Head back over here. Starting at the ocean. Let's roll the dice. 3. I am one of the countless molecules in the ocean, so I am just going to stay here. One of many molecules. So I'm going to stay here in this ocean. This is like the worst trip ever. So, step 6, here I am. 2. Wow, this is boring. One of many molecules. I'm just going to stay right here. And I'm stay at the ocean. Step 7, I'm continuing to stay at the ocean. Let's see where I go now. 5, yay! I'm going to evaporate. And I'm going to head back to the cloud. Here I go over here. Been here before. Hey, cloud, haven't seen you in a while. Step 8, here I am at the cloud. Come on, don't go back to the ocean. Don't go back to the ocean. 5, back to the ocean. So I fall as rain, and I'm going back to the ocean. This is literally the worst trip ever. I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing the same stuff. I want to travel the world as a little raindrop, but here I am stuck in this back and forth cycle. All right, here I go. Where am I going now? 5. Oh, evaporate. Back to the cloud. Here I go. Hey, clouds. Hi, buddy. What's up? Let's see where I'm going. Come on. I don't want to go back to the ocean. 5. Dang it. Back to the ocean. Oh, wait. I messed that up. I'm starting at the cloud. There I go. And I'm falling as rain. Back to the ocean. So what we found today is that lots of people got stuck in that same back and forth motion from the cloud to the ocean and the ocean to the cloud, back and forth. Some people, though, were moving through the water cycle at different paces, going from plants to animals to the land. But we noticed that a lot of people got stuck in this loop. So if this is our journey that we took, on the next page, and this is about as far as our classes got today, you're going to create a model of the water cycle that shows your journey because, again, everybody's journey was different. People were moving all over the place today. But you're going to see if you can come up with a visual representation to show these steps, starting in the plant, transpiring up to the cloud, falling as rain, going to the ocean, evaporating back up to the clouds. See if you can figure out a way to model that in this space right here. Hope to see you tomorrow.